He found like a mild level of success out here, and then he was smart. He went to Atlanta, and now he's killing it.
Really?
He's been on Netflix. He was on Atlanta.
Damn it.
And he's starting to do it. I've got another really dear friend of mine. She's a producer or a coordinator. I can't quite remember what her job is. She worked on the Vampire Diaries. All production's moving out there.
Yeah.
LA's got to get their shit together and start bringing down the cost of making film out here so we can bring work back here. But I mean, everybody who goes to Atlanta seems to be doing great.
They seem to be on Netflix.
Yep. It's true.
Damn it.
It's true.
Would you ever move? Or is it... Because I really like it here.
No.
No? Yeah, I really like LA. And I like
New York, it's not my scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Philly, and it's like, yeah, go Birds, go Sixers, woo!
Football.
Foosballs.
Foosballs.
I'm tired of the Northeast vibe. What I've talked about is my girlfriend and I have talked about maybe going to Georgia for about a month. And sowing some seeds there, like planting some roots, maybe getting an agent out there, and just having that.
The thing I'm thinking too is so many of my LA auditions here are just self-tapes. So
Right.
if I had, but then you can't guarantee that if I got an Atlanta agent, they would only be self-tapes, and I can't just fly there, so unless you tell
I'm
them you're out of
sure
town.
there would be some sort of,
Thing you can work
where
around.
you can work around, where it's like my agent's coming from LA, or my client's coming from LA. Let them send you a self-tape, and if they like it, then they'll ask you to come in person, and then you have to. It's just, again, if you don't do it, somebody else will.
Yeah. It's good stuff to do. Oh, it's funny, actually, Vasily, my brother, for anyone who's watching, he was talking to me...
Let's make this all about Vass now.
You know what?
Okay.
And my brother's a rock star, and he's going to be famous. No, he is. I'm very proud of him. What I was saying is, he asked me a couple weeks ago if I would consider moving to Atlanta for maybe like 6 months or a year, just to kind of... I was like, I don't know if I want to, because there is something about, like, there's the business, but then also, like, creating a life for yourself outside of a career. And I want to, like, set down roots. And I'm, like, you were one of my first friends here in LA, and you were the first person to invite me out. It's like, I want to, like, maintain my friendships here, and, like, because I've moved so much in my past.
You were the first person to ever vomit in an Uber that I called for somebody.
At a Shakespeare play.
At a Shakespeare
we went to go
festival
see Shakespeare.
At the Hollywood Bowl. I'm like,
puked
where
everywhere.
the fuck did these guys go? Mexico? And it's like, we ain't puked.
Yeah, well, we meaning I.
Did we get called lowlifes?
We got called, okay, just so everyone can imagine. So if anyone's been to the Hollywood Bowl, it's like this, there's a stage and we're in the shitty seats in the very back where they're all stone and like bleachers.
Yeah.
We had this wine bottle, it just fell down and rolled. Clink,
Clink, clink.
clink. We were them, and we were getting
And the
drunk.
amphitheater just projected that.
It was so embarrassing.
And it's in the middle of Titanus Andromedus, like doing a monologue, and this one's like, you're a bunch of fucking lowlifes.
Yeah, and was it? And then we're all just like, well, you're sitting in these cheap ass seats with us. If you want to have the experience, go up there.
We were assholes.
Yeah, I know, but we were having the real Shakespeare experience, because back in the day, they were ignorant, and we were being that. Is that right? I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, Shakespeare was made for poor people. It was made for poor people to watch, and we were being
poor.
them. It's not just for the rich.
Shakespeare. It's not just for the rich.
We lost track. We
But
definitely
no,
lost track.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Building a life out here. LA is a great city. What is cool is we are surrounded by so many talented people. And people,
dancers, musicians, who I get inspired
everybody.
watching them do their thing.
We had a coworker who was an animator, and he's succeeding. And it's great when you see somebody who puts their mind to it and doesn't give up.
Yeah.
After like 2 years, they actually put the work in and succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing about like the whole movie. Like, 3 years out here? Or I don't know how many years you guys been out?
13 for me. Shit,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like 3.5, 4.
Yeah, so why would you go? I mean...
Yeah, because you just give up any... Not that I have huge contacts yet, but I'm planting the seeds and making the,
But I mean,
things.
even going to Atlanta for a short period of time, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just go there with a goal in mind. I wanna get an agent on the East Coast who can represent me for these projects, and then fly the fuck back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Though actually, you know what's funny? My agent right now, he's based in San Diego, but he has actors all over the world, and he just submits them for their area. I should tell him to submit me, like, you know, for the stuff everywhere.
Well, here's another thing you need to take into consideration. Are you a local hire anywhere? And what that means is that if they were to pay for your plane ticket there, do they have to pay for your lodging? If you have someone you can stay with, that's something that you want to put on your resume.
Yeah.
So I went to college in Florida. I have a lot of friends who still live there. I'm a local hire in Florida. Even if they don't pay my plane ticket, I will pay to go down to Tampa, go to an audition, and hang out for a week.
Yeah. You know, it's actually, that's funny. That's one of the things Vasily was saying. Get a group of people. All of us chip in for an apartment, and when we need to use it in that city, we all have a key to that apartment.
It's very smart.
You know, like if you, me, Dana, Vasily, a couple of his friends, we share like a 2-bedroom or whatever, like a pull-out couch in Atlanta or in Chicago, New York.
Yep.
Then we all,
You could even like Airbnb it.
That's true. I guess you can. That's technically, and then hopefully the credits, or like what they pay you to do that show, will cover that, and the credit will
that
be
comes
worth
next.
it.
That comes next. You gotta book the fucking role.
Oh yeah, that's true. And here I am thinking I'm just gonna.
Foolish Julia on the rocks.
Naive of me to think I have a chance.
But like I'm not saying that like there is no possibility. I say it coming from a realistic standpoint.
Yeah.
Because honestly, people book stuff. Big breaks happen every single day. Realistically, if you go into it, I think with the mindset of like, look, this is a business. You know, we can all be artists, but this is a business. If you remember that it is, I think that it's going to put you in a better place where we are here to make money.
Yeah.
Like, art is great. Love it. Love art.
But most of what we're doing is not going to be art.
And you know what? That's okay. Going back to student films, what I used to do is I used to call it the monkey suit. You know those little monkeys with the symbols and you wind them up? You do that for your agent, you do that for your manager, you book it, you make some money, but then you find a student film that you really like. Or you find a short, or you write something that you really like, and you do your art thing. You do one for them, one for you. One for them, go do a play. Do one for them, do the Hollywood Fringe Festival. You know, I think that's how you find the balance of like, okay, look, you have to be a businessman or woman, but you also are allowed to be an artist on your own free time.